Hi guys, Josh Curvin here, Curvin Green Company. Today we're going to do a quick review, tip, DIY project on a 1997 Ford F350 7.3 turbo diesel. What we're doing today is we're going to do a basic oil change, getting ready for New England weather. Prior to this, 3 months ago, our mechanic had put in 1540 crap oil. I'm not sure what the brand was. I think it was like an O'Reilly's Auto Parts. So based off reviews from forums, Power Stroke Nation, things of that nature, we decided to go with the Shell Rotella T6 Synthetic 540 oil. We're also going to put in the Mobile One Extended Performance M1601 oil filter. So what we're going to do is we're going to give you a quick tip on how to change the oil. We're going to actually start the vehicle so you can hear what it sounds like with the 1540 junk that's in there. We're going to do a time lapse and then come back and start it with the Shell Rotella in there and see if there's a difference off the bat that we hear. We'll do a follow-up video in a couple months once we drive it and give you fuel economy, oil usage, and overall performance. First thing you want to do when you're changing your oil, take this guy off right here. This allows for better airflow to go through, so when you take that oil plug out, flows right through. Now be prepared. If you've changed oil in your Toyota Camry, your Rice Burner Honda Civic, those are 4 quarts, 5 quarts of oil. These things hold 15 quarts of motor oil, so if you have a little dinky oil pan, it's going to get blown away by this stuff. So be prepared. You're going to take this oil cap off, you're going to pull up the drain plug, and it's going to come pouring out. You're not going to have a second to catch up. So have a couple 5-gallon buckets, some good drain buckets, and some Speedy Dry ready to clean it up. So we're going to give it a start right now, let you hear it for a few seconds, and then we're good. Hold on. Take the stuff off so it don't fall. So this is the start with the 1540 motor oil. So one thing I noticed with this motor oil, the first thing in the morning, this truck's really loud, which is normal for a diesel motor. I like to have them quiet. I really like to have my trucks quiet. And supposedly, the 5W40 is supposed to help with quick starts in the morning, and especially going into New England weather. So we're going to shut it down now, change the oil, and we'll fall right back up. All right, guys, we're not going to do the time lapse. Heidi here is actually going to change the oil for you. That's my wife, Heidi, by the way. She's beautiful, isn't she? So we're actually going to show you how to change the oil. You're down underneath the F350 right now. One quick comment, I made a mistake. I said 15 gallons. It's 15 quarts of motor oil. So what you're going to do is we have a dog bone wrench right now. Heidi's going to loosen this drain plug and quickly take it out so it doesn't drop into the pan. Remember, there's a lot of motor oil that's going to come out of there. You'll see in a second. Fine. Turn it off. Yep. I would really see it a little bit. Alright, now stop turning the wrench.
Okay.
Take it off. Alright.
No, with my finger?
With your fingers. Now go quickly though. Don't drop that wash either.
Oh my God.
So keep turning. It's gonna get you in the hand. It's gonna be warm. Now guys, this is where it could get fit. Now remember, I don't know how much oil they put on after this. It's supposed to be 15 quarts. The oil cap is off up top on the valve cover. Let's see roughly what we get out of this pan right now. So this should be about 6 quarts or so. I got another 3-quart pan, and I got a 5-gallon bucket just to be safe. This is already at its halfway point going up there. And you can see, honestly, see that diesel oil right there? If you put that in your car, if you put clean oil in your car, and you drain it out, it's going to look like that within a day. So don't be confused with it. You got to look at the smell, make sure there's no milkiness in there. And that's really how you tell. So we're getting ready to switch oil pans here because this is filling up quick. That's, yeah, you get the Alright, so I'm going to switch this because this does have a...
I'll put the thing in.
How do you just push that pan back? Yep. So you can see that's already about 6 or 7 quarts in that, maybe a little bit more in that drain bucket. This is a small P1 that I actually use to bleed brakes with. Typically, while you're under here, there's going to be grease fittings on your lower ball joint. Here, come over here. Your lower ball joint, your upper ball joint, pitman arm, idler arm, tie rods might have them. So anywhere that has a nipple for a grease fitting, you want to get a grease gun and give at least 3 or 4 pumped in there just to make sure everything's good. There's also stops here on the lower knuckle. You can throw a little bit of grease on these stops. It just helps when you take turns. It's not needed. It's not pressing, so you don't have to, but I like to do that. So it looks like the oil's just about drained out here. We're going to let it trickle for a little bit. Give us a minute. We'll wrap up, put the plug back in, and then we'll meet you up top.
Oops, I don't want to do that. Guys, another thing here. Once you put your drain plug back in, you want to crack your filter on these 7.3 motors. The filter is to the left on the driver's side. You should be able to crack it, let it bleed, get some of that oil out, and then you're gonna get messy here. It's gonna get real messy in a second. Woo! That's fucking hot. Let some of the let some of that oil drain out. I'm sorry, my kids are over there calling me. So let most of that oil drain out. This probably holds like another friggin' quart in it. 2 hands. Oh God, that's fucking hot. Shit. All right. Next step you want to do is you want to make sure there's a rubber gasket on the oil filter. You want to make sure you clean off the surface. There's no double gasket. If you double gasket and you start this car, you're going to lose about 7 quarts of oil on the floor and make a shit show of a mess. All right, so what we'll do is we'll grab our new oil filter. We'll take some clean motor oil and actually run it around the lip of the filter just so it doesn't swell up. And then we'll go up top. All right, guys, we got our Mobil 1 extended life oil filter on here now. Again, can't stress it enough. Check for a gasket on the filter housing. If you double gasket, you're gonna make a mess. When you put these oil filters on, don't take a rinse to it. Don't be a douchebag. Hand tight. Hand tight. When you start it up, you'll come out, you'll look. If nothing's seeping, you're good. If you get a little seep, tighten it up, wipe it down, you're good. Oil filter should be hand tight, not wrench tight. I don't care what anybody says. Hey guys, we finished everything under the car. We did our oil filter, we drained our oil, and we greased our fittings underneath in the suspension. Now we're going to add our Rotella T6 5W40. All right guys, we put in 1.5 bottles here, which is roughly 15 quarts of oil. So what we're going to do now is, remember that guy? The first thing you did? Make sure you put him back on. He will fuck up your engine if you don't. We're going to put this back on. We're going to clean up any extra oil we may have spilled. Don't worry about stuff that runs down. It'll burn off. Do the best you can. Use some brake clean. So we're going to start her up right now with approximately 15 quarts, probably 13, and see what she sounds like. Not too much of a difference right now. Now's when you frantically want to run under there and make sure you didn't be an idiot and get that double gasket set. You want to check for any leaks from your drain plug and from your oil filter gasket. So we're going to go do that. So we're good. We have no leaks. We're going to let that run for a minute. We're going to shut it off, let the oil pump back down to the oil pan, check our levels. You want to be right at that level. You might have to add a half a quart or a quart if you can approximate, but on the side of this bottle, it will tell you your quarts. 1, 2, 3 gallons rather. I'm sorry. So keep an eye. Remember, at 15 quarts, you want to do this every 5 to 7 miles a mile and keep your engine running healthy and clean. We'll check back in with you guys probably in about 3 months to see how it's running. Guys, subscribe to the channel.